everyone to this week's edition of Worldview. My name is Adia.
And my name is Ben. Worldview brings you news from around the world and is produced by the Summit World History classes. President Gbagbo of the Ivory Coast has refused to leave office even though another man has been officially elected to replace him. Gbagbo has taken money from cocoa and oil companies illegally during his presidency and used that money to pay off the police and military to support him. He has refused to leave the presidential offices, and many anticipate that he might have to be removed by military force.
Another country in Africa is in the news this week. The Tunisian government has just placed a new president in power and is paying now for it. The new president decided to give freedom of the press without attending to the demands of the public. Now the Tunisian government has to deal with countless demonstrations of people demanding rights of speech and religion. One man in Cairo lit himself on fire to protest the new government.
2 U.S. soldiers were killed by an Iraqi insurgent during a training session in Mosul on Saturday. The session was held to show how U.S. troops are training Iraqi police and soldiers. The Iraqi soldier was able to smuggle in live ammunition even though live rounds were not supposed to be used. He shot 2 Americans and wounded another. American
Marines took over Sanjin, Afghanistan from British troops last September. Although the Taliban are trained and battle-hardened, their bombs are far more dangerous than the terrorists are. Because of landmines, the Marines have to move very slowly and carefully. One Marine turned around on a trail, ignited a bomb, and lost both of his legs. Now Marines have to shuffle their feet in a small circle as they move around. Although this is very slow and the Marine philosophy is based on quick maneuvering, it is now the safest plan. Marine Unit Company 1 experienced up to 15 explosive devices in a single day.
American architects are finding more and more jobs designing homes in China for wealthy Chinese. It has become fashionable to use Western designers. American architects enjoy working for the Chinese because they are extremely ambitious, adventurous, and willing to spend the money. America's slow economy has also pushed many architects to China.
In New York's Times Square, the Chinese government is playing a 60-second video showing life in China as a public diplomacy campaign. This happens to coincide with the President of China visiting the United States this week and shows the importance of U.S.-China relationships to the Chinese.
Much of Australia is covered with desert, but recently the continent down under is suffering from a tough wet season. This follows a 10-year drought which ruined many crops and the livelihood of many farmers. The flooding has killed 28 people in Queensland alone and destroyed much property.
Last week a mudslide hit Brazil, killing at least 610 people and affecting many villages. Officials have not reported a final number of deaths because they have been unable to access remote villages that the mudslide swept through. These villages are hard to reach because of the conditions of the roads. The roads have also made it hard to get supplies like food, water, and medication to survivors. Brazil's president designated $60 million to help areas that were hardest hit. Most of the citizens, however, say they did not expect much help from the government.
I had the opportunity to participate with over 300 people in a march this week to observe Martin Luther King Day. It has been an annual tradition for some, though new people keep coming every year. Participants celebrated Dr. King and also addressed what they felt were injustices in our local legal system. In my opinion, everyone should participate at least once in an event like this just for the experience. Elizabeth has both Service Project and Sports News this week.
Hey guys, have you completed all your service hours yet? Well, here are some opportunities. The Recycle Mural Service Project went great on Wednesday. Keep looking for more sessions to work on it. There's also the Kids Zone Project. For this, all you have to do is play games and supervise the younger children. In 9th graders, you can receive service hours with the keyboarding class, which helps younger students learn how to type. The winter sports season is going great. Each team continues to improve. All basketball teams but the JV girls played Tuesday against Greensboro Day School. JV boys received their first loss, while the varsity girls won a tough game. The varsity boys also lost a hard-played game. The JV girls, varsity girls, and varsity boys all played yesterday. I hope you will continue to come out to the games, the upcoming games this week.
Thank you, Elizabeth. Goodbye, everyone.
Please join us again next week for Worldview. So long.